Is it visible, sir?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So first of all, good morning, Ketan Shah sir, Mrudula madam, Sandeep sir, and all faculty colleagues from MSU Baroda. And yes, I would also like to start with congratulations to the student that you are doing some wonderful activities in this lockdown, even in vacation period. Now, to be precise in introduction and come on my topic, our discussion today is on advertising and society. Now you see the focal point that I would like to discuss today is particularly you can see there is a contradiction between ethics and law. The point is there are many things legally which are right or legally it is difficult to prove it wrong, but ethically if we consider then we can get the real picture whether it should be done or not. So we may say that ethics precedes the law. Number of time we say ethics. For example, a person is passing through a road and unfortunately there is an accident, a person is lying on a road, he is injured and expecting some help from you. Now legally it is not required that we should stop and help them. If you don't do, then it is not a crime, not a sin. But ethically what we should do, morally what we should do. So normally it has been believed that ethics precedes the law. So here the discussion is whatever that I am going to discuss about advertising world today is from the ethical perspective. So there are many things which is wrong from ethical perspective that I would like to share with you. And then yeah, there is also a lot of positivity. It is not always a negative, there is also a positivity. In brief we'll talk on positivity and we'll also address your questions. So as Ketan sir has correctly told, and you can see from that picture that we are bombarded with the brand. In a typical working day, a person get encounter with some 1,500 brands. So anyway, there is a visibility. We can say it's an advertising. It may be in terms of placement. It may be in terms of actual advertisement. It may be in terms of some other way of visibility. So just a minute. Presentation is not moving. Okay. So as I would like to say that advertising, Sandeep sir, is it visible now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So advertising is a known moral force like electricity, which not only illuminates but also electrocutes. Its worth to civilization depends on how it is used. So it's a famous statement by William Barbage that I would like to share. That advertising, you see, we know electricity. Now it's a non-moral. Non-moral force means there are both the way negative as well as positive consequences. So one way the electricity has been used to run many of the equipments at our home, including the lights. But on the another way, if there is an accident, then it may harm to us. So both the sense that advertising has a positive as well as negative impact to the society. So now particularly today my focus is, as I told earlier, on some negative impacts that I want you to think on. So there are many types. So one of type that I would like to share with you is a puffery. Now puffery means what? Commercial exaggeration. So many times we see that advertisers are exaggerating the things, and exaggeration means really it does not happen. Now you think on, you can see the first picture. Dog can be smarter. What is it a way to show? In second picture, Starbucks, you can see the best coffee for best of you. Now the point is, you see, in second picture in Starbucks, you cannot found anything offensible. You may say it's okay. They say best of you. But the point is, while you are promoting your brand, you communicate about the features or benefit of your product or brand. Instead of commenting or communicating about the features and benefit, advertisers are communicating on the users. So the point is whether it should be allowed or not. Is it an exaggeration? The third statement, the headline, the most accurate watch in the world. Watches are accurate, happen to it should be accurate. If watch is not accurate, then there isn't any fun to have it. So surrounding us, you can find out the commercial exaggeration, and as I told earlier, legally there isn't any ban on that. Then Second point is materialism. Now, I particularly choose the topic that materialism. The point is because materialism is prevailing among the youngsters. Materialism means we are spending money behind the product and services which really we does not need, but just we are doing as others were doing. This is what the materialism is. You students are pursuing your study, and few of you may know that the family is facing difficulty, and then somehow they are reducing their needs and fulfilling your needs, and then they have sent you to good colleges. They are paying for the hostels and other facility. But still people, why people go for materialism? They buy expensive product because others are buying. So now this materialism has also been encouraged by advertisement, because advertiser has an ultimate objective to sell his brand. So he will exaggerate. Now you see, as an example, Ray-Ban or iPhone. The thing is, if you don't use the brand, what will happen? There are two type of need. One is innate need, second is acquired need. Innate means physical needs, which our body demands. Acquire means psychological needs. Psychological needs has been created through advertisement. So this kind of psychological needs has been created, and this is why people are not spending money for the things that they needed. Instead, they waste the money for the material possessions. Now you see, if the person will not wear Ray-Ban glasses, what will happen? But the way the glasses has been presented, that glasses means confidence. How? Glasses means smart look. Again, a question is how? Because look is of face, not of glass. The point is how glasses are contributing in confidence, how glasses are contributing in smartness. But the way marketing communications has been done, it encourage materialism among the youngster. So this is the point, and you might be using many of the brands which are too expensive, and now you should think on. Third point that I would like to share with you about deception. Deception means making a false claim. Now you see, making a false claim. Now we all are expert in Corel Draw, and you know how the photographs and things has been modified. There are many ads. You can see the product which has been demonstrated in the photograph or video is something different, and when you actually go and get it, it is something different. Deception. As I say, deception means making a false claim. Many of the things. And you see, Fair and Lovely in India is much more smarter in using Corel Draw before a decade. And from my college days, if I'm not wrong, I am viewing the advertisement. I was viewing the advertisement of Fair and Lovely. Now they have to change the brand name even. The time has been changed. That there is 6 weeks to a fairness like never before. Now my point is, at that time, my point is how it is possible to change the tone of the skin within 6 weeks. It is something that we are getting by birth. It's a totally false claim, but many years the advertisement has been allowed to broadcast. And the another point is what will happen to particularly those girls whose skin is not so fair as they are showing in the advertisement. One of the communication of Fair and Lovely says that one of the girl who applied for a job and won't get rejected, and his father get depressed that she is not getting a good career or even not a married life because of her skin, and then she start using the Fair and Lovely, and then her tone of the skin get changed, and then ultimately she get a good career. But the point is, my point is, what will happen to the millions of Indian girls who are not so fair as claimed by Fair and Lovely? As far as fairness is concerned, as far as goodness is concerned, as far as beauty is concerned, that is the way we think, that is the way we behave, that is the way we have learned. Anyway, anyway, it is not because the tone of the skin. So it put girls in a deprived condition, it demotivates them. How a brand can be allowed to do this? And the voice has been raised in last 10 years, and now they stop making this false claim. What FSS Act says. Now you see, FSS, that is Food Safety and Standard, FSS Act very clearly says as far as the food items are concerned, in nutshell, we are not allowed to do any deception. Whatever claim that we are making, it should be scientifically proven. That is what the act says. Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, am I audible now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, so that is what the act says. But what is the reality? You can see there are many brands. I would not like to speak on all these brands due to shortage of time, but there are many brands that complain says that it helps in memory, and they put a picture of a boy with a books. It's totally misleading. Or how someone say that one can taller 2 times after taking complaint compared to other, or some energy will get boosted up. Someone say the edible oil is better for the heart. Now you see these all these brands have faced the serious consequences as far as their claims are concerned. And all these are food brands. This is their food brands. Despite it is a food brand come under FSS, unfortunately we cannot stop them. Because as I say, ethically it is wrong, but somehow in the law there are some lacuna, some loopholes, and the brands are taking advantage of these loopholes and they are doing marketing. There another point that I would like to bring is in your notice is about the discrimination. Now you see, as far as discrimination is concerned, we heard the word that racial discrimination, and we face that Indians are facing problem in Australia, that Indians are facing problem in some European country, that is because of race. But the point is, while we are discussing racial discrimination, we forget that what we are doing to the vulnerable section of the society in our country. We are not discriminating to them. Particularly when I say in a communication, number of time in oral communication, it has been said that the societies, particularly for the construction sites, residential buildings, it has been said that this kind of flats has been provided to particular caste only. Is it not a discrimination? In 99.9acre.com, a popular estate brokerage site, they come under the scanner. You can see the screenshot I had took at that time. What they say that we have a cosmopolitan society, no Muslim. How you can say? Whichever the religion the person is following, we are in a secular country. This way the advertising cannot, no doubt, then they come forward and apologize for the same. But this is what the real face of the society, a communication. Last year there was an advertisement of Surf Excel, where boys, the children were playing Holi, and one of the Muslim boy would like to go for a namaz. Then the girl allow all of them, all the boys and girls to throw color on her, and once the color get exhausted, then she took that boy for a namaz. And now that advertisement has been criticized like anything. Is it something that being a secular country we should do? In many of the marketing communication, we found that jokes has been spoken or has been communicated on Sikhs. Now the point is who the Sikhs are. If you see in the freedom fighting movement of India, some 125 boys has been hanged by the Britishers. Out of that 125, 90 were Punjabis. Out of 125 who hanged by Britishers, 90 were Punjabi. Some 2,600 has been sent to Andaman and Nicobar for Kala Pani. Out of that 2,600, some 2,100 were Punjabis. So ultimately, for our fun, when we communicate, we are not thinking how it hurt to a particular community. So these things should be considered while making the advertisements. Then surrogate. Now surrogate advertisement means what? Few of the products has been legally banned to advertise. We know in India cigarette is legally banned, liquor is legally banned, even there's some baby foods is legally banned because we expect that baby should get her mother's milk. So this is why that spoon and all things has been banned. Now these products which has been banned to advertise has been advertised through surrogate advertisement. Now, surrogate advertisement, normally my observation is there are three types of surrogate advertisement. One of the way is that brands has been advertised by the name of the brand which used as a complementary product. As we know with the liquor, soda has been used as a complementary product. Soda and liquor has been mixed and has been drunk by many. So what that liquor brands will do, they launch a soda brand and then they market the soda brand. So many of the time I seen the advertisement of Havertz 5000 soda. But unfortunately, I never seen ever 5000 soda in nearby stores. I never consumed that brand. So I don't know. The point is their production is their production might be very limited. And as far as brand availability is concerned, it would be very limited. But as far as the marketing of the brand that Havertz 5000 soda is concerned, it is very loud. Similar way, McDonald's have also soda brand. My point is, how many of you have used the McDonald's soda or Havertz 5000 soda? As far liquor brand is concerned, despite this is made in Gujarat, it is available. So one of the way, as I told earlier, it is to go with a complementary brand. Second is sometimes what they will do, they go with some unrelated brands like Will's Lifestyle. Now Will's is a cigarette brand, everyone knows. So when you see a Kingfisher airline, then which product come to your mind? Though it's a Kingfisher airline or even Kingfisher cricket team, ultimately it comes a liquor brand in our mind. When we say Will's Lifestyle, ultimately a cigarette brand comes to our mind. So is it a recall? That's the point. Then sometime what they will do, as they were not allowed to do advertise, they sponsor the event. Now when you sponsor the event, again the branding has been done. So what Manekchan have to do for the Filmfare? Many of the year Manekchan Filmfare award was there. Last year the Filmfare award, it is associated with Vimal or Godfrey. It's a cigarette brand and they are promoting bravery. Now is it a required that a cigarette or tobacco brand should come forward and promote the bravery and the awards? Again, just I would like to make you to understand. You see, these things are legal. Law cannot stop. But being a responsible marketer, from ethical perspective, we need to think. That is the point of discussion. Now you see, similar way the surrogate products has been placed in a movie. We have many ample of movies where we see that lead characters were smoking. You see, they not only show that the smoking has been done. Who is smoking? You see, in most of the movie you found the most influencing character, a lead character, has been shown smoking. Why? Because that lead character has many of the followers. And it might possible that as the lead character is smoking, the follower will also start smoking. And you see, when they show that the character is smoking, when he is doing very important work, he might be smoking while he is addressing a meeting. You might have seen an Akshay Kumar is smoking and commit out and then he is addressing a crowd. You see, they say that he is smoking while he is getting some good idea, thinking. And the lead character is smoking while he is most confident. Now you see, particularly smoking cause cancer. This is the thing that everyone should know or everyone is knowing. Despite, unfortunately, our cinema is not showing that the smoking cause cancer. Yeah, in the beginning they may show or there may be a small light, but particularly when we see in a movie the way the cigarette brands has been placed, it is always placed with the all positive and successful character. And this is why it has been imitated by the youngsters and ultimately that smoking become an habit and we are spoiling our generation. As far as liquor is concerned, Bollywood is graced to make a full movie based on liquor. And proudly people are speaking the dialogues of the movie Sharabi, that Nasha Sharab mein hota to nachti botal. Everyone. So unfortunately, this is harmful to the society. Now you see, when it comes, when the question raised, then the filmmaker says under section 19/1, our constitution gives freedom of expression. So we have a freedom of expression. Second argument is to show the reality that movies are the mirror of the society. So to show the reality, we are showing all these things. I agree. But the point is, if the movies are the mirror of the society, then there are many people who are dying causing a cancer because of use of tobacco. Why you are not showing this in your movies? There are many houses who has been destroyed because of the liquor. Why you are not showing it? Now I don't have any proof, so I can't say there would be an under table payment. But it may be. I seen many of the movies where the brands has been spoken out. You may recall the movie Swadesh, and a particular scene was there where Shah Rukh Khan is hiding a packet of a Marlboro cigarette. He influenced the actress to hide the packet, and number of times the camera comes on a packet. There are many movies where the brand of cigarette or liquor brand has been spoken out. Is it required? But the argument is yes, from creative point it is required. So this is also one way of advertise. God knows is it been funded or not. The second point is about shocking technique and dangerous stunt. You see a photograph. It was an advertisement that I had seen in a newspaper. I took a photograph and then I keep it with me because I always spoke on advertising. I'm teaching the subject, so it will be useful. Now, what my feeling was in a morning breakfast, when I start with a morning breakfast, when I start reading the newspaper, I seen that photograph. And you see that photograph was not in a small size. Some half of the paper, half of the page advertisement was there. Now in the morning, on one hand I have a tea and I am seeing this blood. Now it is embarrassing photograph. My point is, and I get shocked. Arey yaar, ye kya hai? The point is, who allows someone else to spoil my morning? I am watching a television with my family, and suddenly something come. I say which is nude, which is something sexually abusive, and I am with my parents, my son, and what I will do, even I am searching for a remote to change the channel. This is shock, because I was viewing an entertainment channel and suddenly such shocking will come. The point is, does advertiser should allowed to interrupt in my personal life without my permission? Does they should allowed to give me a shock in the morning or while I am with my family, just for sake of marketing of their brands? That's the point. Another point, as I raise about the dangerous stunt, that you can see from the photograph. Then another point is about portrayal of women in advertising. Now you see, normally you can see the advertisement, you find out women they have been shown as a housewife, that they are working for the home. They have been shown as a mother. They have been shown as a sister. These are the typical role. When it comes in most of the things, women should be beautiful, and they have been shown as a beautiful. When it comes on a man, yeah, I would like to show bravery. Bravery, then man is okay. Honesty, okay, then man is okay. So for bravery you want a man, for honesty you want a man, for trust you want a man, for success you want a man. So any of the positive feelings is there that has been expressed in advertising through male character. Why? Now the time is changed. What is required, that the role should be reversed. Why not you are showing males working for the home, household works? If you show male working household, then other will also get motivated and they start helping their sisters and wives and mothers in the household work. Why you want show woman as a CEO? Why you want show woman as a success or working? Still today, if you see some 80, yeah, there are exceptions. The time has been changed. From last 4-5 years, some advertisement has come forward. I seen the advertisement of Nirma when an ambulance gets stuck in a mud, and then 3 women come and then they help the ambulance to get out of that mud. I see. But how many advertisements are there? Still it is biased. Then ad affecting religion sentiment. Now you see people are sentimental about their religion feelings. Now to just promote a brand, there are many appeal. We can have a humor, we can have a joy. There are many ways to advertise. But number of time in our country, religion sentiment has been used. And what is the objective? Because when you use the religion sentiment, then ultimately your ad will be in talk. So your ad will be shared, there will be discussion. So additional free of cost PR you will get. That's the reason. You can see an example. And many articles has been written on the advertisement, a small advertisement broadcasted by Javed Habib. And he claims that gods to visit JH Saloon. Why? Is it required? It is a cheap way to get the publicity, I say. Because ultimately you give just one insertion in one newspaper, and then it has been followed by many of the discussions and debates on television, and ultimately your brand will get promoted. But is it? It's a very poor way to promote the brand, I say. And he knows that legally he cannot be sued. That's the point. Then many of the products, you see, in 2009, I would like to recall you an event. You may be too young to recall it, so let me recall you that contraceptive pill, which has been used to stop the unwanted pregnancy, that contraceptive pill happened to be the prescribed medicine. So from government hospital, the pills were available at free of cost. In private, there should be a prescription, and on prescription only you can buy it. That was a scene. But all of a sudden, I don't know who told. I haven't noticed any movement or any letter or any proceeding. But government wake up, and government allowed to market the contraceptive pill as a OTC product. Do you know OTC? OTC means directly you can buy like Strepsil or Stopec. Earlier that was a prescribed medicine. Now you see what is the consequences. When the product has been emergency contraceptive pills has been allowed, the consequences is it attract a totally different class of users. So a lot of young boys and girls start using it just to get out of unwanted pregnancy. But the point is, as far as the contraceptive pills are concerned, it is not an option of condom. Because condom prevents from many of the sexual disease. But what about this? And second thing, as far as the contraceptive pills are concerned, it also have some negative impact or harmful impact on the body. But this thing is totally been ignored. So just the point is, government say it is your responsibility, you will think and you will purchase. You should know the pros and cons. So this will also happen. In 2017, you may see, yeah, I will conclude in 8 minutes. So in 2017, you might have seen the hoardings in Gujarat. A Navratri Ramo Parantu Premni. And it's an advertisement of a condom, man force. Now legally, no one can stop. Now as far as the Navratri is concerned, it is considered as the holy festival in Gujarat. And if my opinion is concerned, I particularly associate the festival with women empowerment. Why? Because from traditional days, particularly in Navratri, even in rural areas, some of the backward areas, women are allowed to go out and they can play Garba with others and they enjoy that Navratri. Now in that, this condom advertisement, this cheap condom advertisement has been placed by Mankind Pharma. Manforce the ad of Mankind Pharma. Now legally it cannot stop. Legally it cannot. But on the contrary, I also know that our Honorable Prime Minister, who was earlier the Chief Minister of Gujarat, is also a worshipper of Devi and keeping fast in Navratri. So I don't know what will happen, but somehow Information and Broadcasting Ministry will wake up. And after these hoardings, a new circular has been issued, a very strict, that all television channel and as far as condom advertisement is concerned, would be broadcasted only at late night. So ad has been given at 10 to morning 6. Now from night 10 to morning 6 only the condom advertisement, particularly which are somewhat sexual, can be given. This kind of guidelines has been issued. Now the point is, what will happen if this product, the condom, has not been advertised, then user may get decreased. And as far as the product is concerned, that product is beneficial to the society in terms of population control as well as in terms of the health benefit. It prevents lot of disease, sexually communicated disease has been stopped with the condom. So the point is whether it is required to educate or it is required to abdicate, whether it should be banned or sex education should be increased. That's a debate. And as far as number of times those who claim themselves as an advocate of culture, they might have visited the cultural places. in our culture, actually, in India, we don't have any culture to hide the reality. If you visit Motera Sun Temple, then entire carving is based on the Kama Sutra. The all carving is based on the Kama Sutra. So in India, we does not have that culture. You may visit the Ajanta Ellora or some other places, and you can see the carving has been done. So we are the culture who accept the reality, we communicate the reality, and here you can see we are stopping the product to be marketed, which may be beneficial to the society. I am skipping that Shankaracharya and all because of the time. Now I have only 5-7 minutes. Now this is something negative aspects that I had discussed with you, but there are also positive way. In very brief, I will put a positive way that marketers are also doing lot of positive to the society. Last Kumbh was at Haridwar, but before that there was a Kumbh at Prayag. You know, in India, every 12 in there are 4 Kumbhs will be organized in India, and how they are doing marketing. In first picture, you see the Dabur red label. Now this type of counters has been created by Dabur, where a person can come and he have a toothbrush. Now in a typical Kumbh, it has been expected to have some gathering of 3 to 4 crore people. It is world's largest gathering as far as Kumbh is concerned. So this kind of stalls has been created by Dabur. Now this is a marketing. Dabur want people to try their brand, particularly Dabur Red is targeting to rural people. So they want people to try their brand. On the contrary, those who are in Kumbh, if they would like to have a brush, they can do brush. So brush and toothpaste is provided by Dabur Red at free of cost, and this kind of washing facility has been created. Lifebuoy has particularly make a dye, and that was in 2013 Kumbh. That on a roti, that dye paste, Lifebuoy se haath dhoye kya. So ultimately promoting the hygiene. In Prayag Kumbh, they have this kind of dishes which has been given to the various stall. Kindly serve the food in this kind of dishes. In dish itself it is mentioned, in vessel it is mentioned, कृपया खाने से पहले हाथ धोए. The bottom picture is of Dettol. You may have seen the green dot. They are also promoting the hygiene. There are some vending machine like this for the marketing purpose. If you throw garbage in the vending machine, you will get the free of tea at free of cost. This type of vending machine has been placed by the brands. Then some app has been launched. Wellspun, yeah, Wellspun provided the towels for all the worshippers who are taking bath or holy snan at particular ghats. And Wellspun, you know, it's a brand for the towel. So marketing can also be done. You see, it's a very good idea. I'm not giving much of time. Kan Khajura station is one of the radio station started by HUL, Hindustan Unilever, for the particularly residents of Bihar. As far as Bihar is concerned, Bihar is a media dark country. Why it is a media dark? Because in Bihar, hardly on an average a person will get 8 hours electricity. In rural, it is an 8-hour electricity average out of 24 hours. So this is why television penetration is very low. But on the contrary, mobile penetration is very high. So what HUL is doing, HUL has provided a number that you can see on my screen, and just you dial that number and then you ask for a song and they will play a song for you. This is a kind of mobile radio station, and in between the song they also promote their brand. So ultimately it's an entertainment, it's a positivity for the rural people. We all know about the brands doing causal marketing. So it's a positive way of marketing. If you purchase the brand, then some money has been used or a portion of your purchase has been used for the betterment of people. So there are also positive ways. So this is what my today's talk is, and now it's exactly 11. So I must stop. So if you have any question, then I will be happy to address, and you can see my email ID particularly and mobile number. Anything if you would like to communicate, you may communicate on my email.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Anyone have questions? Please come up with your questions. Sir will answer them. Uh, sir, I have one question, sir.
please.
The hate spreads faster. So, does the advertiser are using this thing to like they are advertising in negative way and come into the controversies. and they are getting the free PR, and that makes the advertising more famous than the normal ones.
That's true. But actually, as I told earlier, the claim cannot be proved. But if we see, if we follow the consequences of that controversial event, then we say that they are trying for the negative controversy. You see, one of the advertiser named Mitra. Now, what Mintra had did, that Mintra has shown Draupadi Vastraharan, and ultimately then boycott Mintra was the hashtag run on a Twitter. You may see the case, and then Mintra say, no, it was not our mistake. Some Scrodol, which is an advertising agency of Mitra, had did it. So it has been thrown on Scrodol and then they come out. But the intention has clearly been visible. And being a marketing professional, I am very clear that in most of the incidents of controversy has been happened for the undue advantage only.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, and one more thing I would like to add, that sometimes, yeah, some innocent incidents were also there. Particularly, you might have heard Munni Badnaam Hui song, Jandu Bam, and that was an innocent incident. And ultimately, then Jandu Bam sued Salman Khan, and Prahlad Kakkar intervened, and there was a compromise that Salman Khan have to do the free publicity. Mallika Arora Khan and Salman Khan, Arbaz Khan has to do the free publicity of Jandu Bam worth of some 10 crore rupees. So both the way it is possible, but most of the case it is intended.